Hello, Hojoz here. Today we're starting the Cedara fighting competition, except it doesn't have any planes that have been submitted by you guys because, well, you guys haven't sent in any planes, so it's pretty difficult to do it if you don't send in any planes. I mean, yeah. But our first fight of the series will be between the WTF Plane Mark II, which is, well, pretty weird, especially because it's powered by a Goliath turbofan, and the other one is also powered by a turbofan. Yes. This is the HC Fisheye, and, well, yeah, it's also powered by a Goliath turbofan, but I actually tried to make this one maneuverable, whereas the other one is a design from long ago. So this should be interesting. Like with the Hojoz Fight Factory series, where planes battle each other, I'm going to do 3 fights, best of 3 wins. aka if you win 2 of the 3 fights, you win. If there's 1 equal, we will start again. And yeah, basically that kind of stuff. And I just realized I have stupid settings on this thing. I've since corrected it. Yes, that's good. So let's start the competition, but not before F5ing. There we go. Oh shit, the sound is like really low. And we're back. I'm sorry, I just thought, well, that's not enough sound to what I have normally, and it wasn't, because KSP was at 4 instead of 8, so that was pretty annoying. Anyway, the the fisheye is taking off, as well as the fucking WTF Plane Mark II, and we'll soon find out which of these will be the winner of a fight. Now, this seems to have some trouble. May have to just adjust some settings on the control surfaces, because, well, I've had trouble with. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Well, I guess that's equal. That's an equalizer, at the very least. Also, this is just flying along like it's just normal. Flipped out just before the surface, and yeah, basically everything exploded and nothing survived. Well then, that's a great matchup. oh man, unbelievable scenes. So the AI didn't correct. That's pretty shitty. Start the competition again, because, well, we have to do that. Also, by the way, the fisheye has a default cockpit, how do you call those again? Fuck's sake, I'm not really. Doesn't really help. As a default as one of these cockpits as the control bit, but as you may imagine, that isn't really good for this aircraft, because it will just list to the side and die. And so instead I squeezed the probe core in here. As far as I know, it shouldn't switch to any of the cockpits, and if it does, well, it's fucking doomed. Basically what you saw last time. Here it goes again. What is it doing? Honestly. Yeah, it just switched to the fucking cockpit again. And this exploded in exactly the same way. So what in the actual fuck is going on? I mean, my fucking root part. I've set my fucking root part to the fucking probe. Oh wait a second, I know a very, very good solution for this. Leave the kerbal behind. Yes. And now F5 that. And here we go again. Bye bye kerbal. I didn't need you anyway. Fucking technical difficulties. I'm not really prepared for this, no am I? Oh well. Come on, just detect the gear. I know you want to. I know you want to. References. I guess the guard mode turns on when the competition is started. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Yeah, that's a nice feature. So let's just see if it now just stays to the probe core, which it does. That's cool. So we'll have our first proper fight then. Providing that the Mark II WTF plane doesn't get blown up by the rocket, which it does of course, because well, the WTF plane is really an incompetent piece of shit. Because it's pretty much from a long time ago. Also, does anyone know how I get this fairing to just fucking disappear? Because I can't just jettison my shroud. So yeah, that's a thing. Also, those two probes, yeah, may have two weird probe thingies that you can deploy in the cargo base. That's really handy. But oh well, let's just refer to the last quick save and see what the points will be for the craft now, because our fisheye is 1-0 ahead, and to be honest, I don't expect the WTF plane to even win. Let's just switch to WTF plane while we're talking about it. IVA view is pretty funny too. See? Pretty funny IVA view. Oh well, just switch camera again. It's just a very weird plane, and that's what I like about it. It's a pretty shit fighter, but I don't really care. And here's where it all goes wrong, because I've been a noob and didn't assign specific control surfaces for brakes, except for these air brakes, which is pretty stupid, if you ask me. And also, it doesn't really have any fucking control, even with all of these on 150 or 40 limiter. See, it just wobbles around and does stuff. And then it gets taken out because it's the WTF plane. Switched to it too late then. And here we have the fisheye again. It's just, for those of you asking why the fuck is this called a fisheye, well, if you look at it from here, It looks like a fish for me, or at least the positioning of the eyes looks like a fish. So yeah, that's why it's called the fisheye, and that's not really funny. I know, it's pretty weird. By the way, the planes in the Cedara fighting competition have been matched up using a random name picker. I cannot call it anything else but a random name picker, because well, it picks a name you fill in at random. So yeah. And it means for interesting matchups. The only two that I've matched up on purpose are these two, WTF Plane and the Fisheye, because well, they both have the same engine, and I wouldn't think that it's fair for the Fisheye and the WTF Plane to face off against such planes as the MkII Charmander, because well, it has pretty much no chance against the MkII Charmander, despite it having Gauss, of course. Both having Gauss, except the WTF Plane doesn't have rockets. That's minor oversight in the design that I didn't think of. That's so dumb. But yeah, basically the Fisheye has already won this. I mean, it's 3-0 for the Fisheye. So yeah, our first victorious plane is the MkI Fisheye, which has a really weird butt. I'm actually surprised that it works despite two MkI fuselages basically being clipped inside the engine. And I've already thought about it, that maybe if I put those fuselages on the engine instead of in the engine, that it would have more performance in terms of meters per second. And I've also just thought about replacing these back to caps, I cannot call them anything else, with two fucking Panther engines. I mean, I am one for the ridiculous planes. I mean, I love the plane in War Thunder, that Italian plane with the 102mm gun. I mean, I love that. I really wish that we could do that with BD Armory, but we cannot. But anyway, that's just a rant. Just a rant about things that I think are important to me and for you to know. But yeah, the Fisheye won, and we'll see the next battle in the next episode of the Cedara fighting competition. Goodbye.